Mbalula is going to be president of the ANC if there is no serious intervention made to stop him. To stop him. I warned you about this, that this Mbalula, if they allow him to do what he's doing, he's going to lead them. If it was a marathon, Mbalula is ahead. Paul is trying to catch up. Mbalula is ahead. Out of this so-called staged NGC that gets organized in a manner that it has never been organized. We want to that was Mbalula's show of force. You say it was Cyril's show of force because there are people who said they are going to remove Cyril. Cyril didn't get removed. It was never about that. Mbalula wanted that to show them that he's in charge. You remember, I ran these things in the ANC. We went to the NGC in KZN. We defeated Zuma, both in numbers and policy position. After that, Zuma knew that these boys are going to remove me because the NGC tells you what's going to happen. That's when he expelled us from Mangaung conference. We were expelled because he got a sign. And Gwede told him, it says, they are pretending like they are removing me. They are actually coming for you, and he was right. We were making noise about Gwede, but we were looking for this one. We won in the NGC in Durban. And we got expelled, and that's how Kgalema lost the Mangaung conference. I'm giving you this history for you to be able to determine. Because conference is not won at the conference, it's won before. So, he's going for a kill. He's going to emerge as a president, unless something drastically happens, because the naive you guys says, yeah, but you said Mbalula is going to be a president. Look, now he's a president. I'm telling you, what is prevailing now, the balance of forces show that Mbalula is going to be a president. Let me give you the last example. At the NGC, Mbalula addresses for 2 hours, 30 minutes, addressing the NGC. The president is sitting here, meaning he's addressing president for 2 hours, 30 minutes. That's number one. That's when a man shows you doesn't give, doesn't care about those things. Then make matters worse. When he finishes speaking, they start singing about the Secretary General Mbalula in the presence of the president. What happens? The president is forced by that environment to stand up and sing about Mbalula. You didn't see what was happening there. Onobala, tena sefunu no bala one content Ramaphosa. No bala. It's supposed to be the other way around. The thing is, anyone who hates on my way or MKP or anything like that, you hate on our democracy. Because our democracy in the Constitution says we are a multi-party democracy. We are not a two-party state. Whether you like Floyd or you don't like Floyd, he's exercising his right, which is protected by the Constitution, to form a political party or not. So you guys claim to be protectors of the Constitution, and then at the same time you declare that there is fragmentation of black votes, there's so many political parties. Is it unconstitutional? If the answer is no, then so be it. There's nothing wrong. We're not threatened by that. Neither are we threatened by my way. All of which, what is happening to Floyd and all of them, I'm so lucky to have seen some of these things happen right in front of my eyes before. And I know what is going to be the end result. So I'm neither threatened or intimidated by anything. He must use whatever he has at his disposal to make himself relevant and to make his party relevant and to make it succeed. If it is to his satisfaction and he thinks that's a strategy that's going to help him, let it be. Even with that GNU, for over a year now, was stagnant at 0.5 growth. So stagnant at 0.5 growth of the GDP means that we run a risk of 0.0% growth, which is going to put us into a recession. These people are going to put us into a recession because they are not industrializing. They are not manufacturing for production. They've got no plan to create jobs. They've got no plan to grow the economy. Even with whites being there, I agree you said the medicine of a black person is a white person. They are there. But John Steinhazen, what do? Uber Eats. Uber Eats. Uber Eats. The whole year. And John Steinhazen, there is material evidence. You get a picture of him before GNU, and you get a picture of him outside after GNU, you can see Uber Eats. Uber Eats. It's there. It's there. What more evidence do you want? He doesn't help you with anything. He went there to Oval Office, spoke bad about us, spoke more than African black ministers in that Oval Office. What did you get out of that? Cyril took him here and said maybe a white man, Afrikaner, who is a leader of opposition in South Africa, can help to change things. He went for beggars there. Honyo, honyo, honyo. No results. And it is of note. Helen is after him now. Want to show him flames. That DA is Helen. He's in charge. They will finish him. Still nothing. They're not getting anything. We are saying to you, trade with China. Let's work with China. The DA says China is an undesirable partner and all of that. After eating Uber Eats, he's in China. He wants to eat with those things, chopsticks. We refuse to allow democracy to rule KZN at 47%. That doesn't make us an MKP friends. We're not friends. Our relationship is still what it was yesterday. But we cannot go against the will of the people. At least respect the will of the people. It doesn't matter how much you disagree with those people in KZN. We'll continue to have a relationship with the royal family of Abatembu as a royal family recognized by our nation, by our people. Dalinja was politics as an individual, and if he's a member, is he a member? Did we check him on the system? If he's a member, he's no longer a member because he defined himself outside the organizational policy. He's not us who chased him away. If he's a member, he chased him away. So you have no business, none whatsoever, with being a member of the EFF. But do we require kings to be members of the EFF for us to have a relationship with the kingdom? No. Musizulu is not a member of the EFF. I was at his wedding, and if given opportunity, I will still go and meet with him. His membership is irrelevant because I have to respect and recognize the traditional leadership. As it were, actually, the kings should not be allowing themselves to join political parties. Because all of us belong to that royal house. Remember, we're still fighting now for Parliament to implement a motion of no confidence, a motion passed by by Parliament to close the Israeli embassy. Till to date, Ramaphosa pretend to be fighting Israel's genocide, yet the embassy of Israel is still open against a parliamentary motion that has passed. They do a domestic work of pretending to go to court and all of that. The real action will be to close this Israel. We are fighting. Whether you like it or not, we are fighting. There is a war going on. America is leading the charge for our position on Israel. What more are you scared of? Close the embassy of Israel. We cannot share a territory. We cannot share our land with murderers. Well, seated here, we still not give reasons why accused number 2 was given a not guilty verdict. Because those reasons apply on me. You said accused number 2 gave me a gun. When you discharge accused number 2, it means you are now releasing the gun, which you say I've used to commit crime. A gun used to commit crime, once you are found guilty of using that gun, it gets seized by the state. It's no longer returned to you. A gun used to commit crime can never be returned back to the owner. So as I'm standing there, and when you are sentencing me, where is that gun you are saying I used to commit crime? Where is it? As I'm standing in this box, you are sentencing me. Where is the gun? The only gun that remains in that court is the gun I provided to the magistrate, which is a toy gun. I'm not related to Ket Matlala. Ket Matlala and my wife share a surname. Subongo Fanana. There are a lot of people like that. That's why I said to him in that prison, jokingly, that when he was trying to define his relationship with the head of Hawks in KZN, I'm forgetting his name, he said it's like a brother to me. Actually, his wife is a cousin. No, not a cousin. Actually, his wife, what will I say? His wife and me share the same surname. And I said to him, at the rate you're going to call me your cousin. And he said, yeah, you are my cousin. But I'm not. And my wife is not related to Ket Matlala.